still here.
Yeah, hi.
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 How you doing?
Pretty good. Cassie's trying to make me feel better.
Yeah, am I succeeding, though?
Yes, you are. Where's Dad?
He's trying to arrange for a lawyer.
I was just about to ask about that.
Oh, yes, I was too, Cassie. Listen, I know that your father is district attorney, and so...
Mom, don't ask Cassie to use her influence.
Mary Lynn, I will do anything to keep you out of jail.
And I will be more than happy to ask my dad about this. I will, and I don't know if he can help or not, but he can definitely talk to the judge that's on your case.
Oh, thanks, Cassie. Thanks a lot. Hey, I have some terrific news now. There is this top surgeon. He happens to be in Landview. He happened to read about your accident in the paper. And he wants to perform your plastic surgery operation.
That's great! Mary Lynn, that is great. See? Oh, on this happy note, I'm going to leave. But listen, if you want to call me, right?
Thanks for coming by, Cassie.
Okay,
Here.
Thanks. I'll see you, and I'll talk to my dad about this.
Oh, thanks, Cassie. You're terrific.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Mom, I'd like to see some photos of the cases that doctors worked on. You know, before and after pictures.
Well, Mary Lynn, I don't know. You know, that might be a little insulting.
Why?
Well, because he's been so generous.
Mom, it's my face. I want to know more about him and about his cases. And if he thinks that's a big deal, then I don't know if I can trust him.
Mary Lynn, I meant to ask you, did you ever notice Brent or any of his friends ever taking drugs?
No, I wasn't looking for that. Mom, I don't even think about that. Probably when I thought they were just in high spirits, they were high on cocaine. You know, I ask myself every day, will I always be so naive? Why don't I question people rather than just accept them for what they appear to be?
Mary Lynn, let's face it, I made the same mistake as you did. I fell right into the trap. I mean, I looked at Brent and I said, he's this guy with this upper-class education. He's so articulate. He's wonderful. Grab him, grab him. I want him for you. I made so many mistakes. But, you know, I did everything for you.
I know. Don't feel guilty. I loved that car. I loved being Carnival Queen for about 15 seconds.
Oh, God, 15 seconds. Oh. It was all because of my past. Boy, I hope my past never interferes in our lives again.
Come in. Wade, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Wade.
Hi.
Oh, those are beautiful. Well, grab that chair and sit down.
No, that's okay. I can just stay a minute, so...
Oh, wait, no. Sit down. I'll look for vase.
Oh, thanks.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Sure. Oh, Dr. Hoffman.
Mrs. Sanders, I was just looking for Dr. Wallach. Good news. My secretary tells me there's room in my schedule to permit me to operate on your daughter.
Well, that's just great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a little embarrassed to ask you this, but I wondered if you might happen to have some photographs of your work. My daughter just needs a little reassuring. Oh, believe me, I don't need any reassuring at all. It's just her. She's a little terrified about this whole thing.
Of course. Well, why don't you let me reassure her personally? I'll just take a look at her x-rays, and then I'll be able to answer all her questions. Right now, we have to make sure that there's an operating room available to us tomorrow.
Oh, well, I'm sure Larry will find you one.
I'm sure he will.
Thank you.
Lee. I'm sure you know why I'm here.
It's not the time or the place for this, Elizabeth.
To inquire about your daughter.
Oh. Well, she's feeling a little scared, but we have a wonderful plastic surgeon, so we're hoping for the best.
I'm truly very sorry, not only about her injuries, but about the charges that have been brought against her.
No, well, believe me, she didn't cause that accident and she doesn't take drugs.
I believe you.
You do? Well, thank you.
Now that we're talking, may I ask you a question? Will you side with me if I am able to make some maneuvers toward reclaiming my company?
It's gone way beyond that point, Elizabeth. You should know that.
You really have no idea what you did to me by throwing in your stock with Asa Buchanan.
Oh, well, you know, I gave this a lot of thought. I really did, and for some reason, I just couldn't work up enough allegiance to the old Sanders family, partly because you've insulted me, and partly because you told me I'd never fit in.
It also passes very nicely for revenge, doesn't it?
Oh, I used my business sense, Elizabeth. Let's face it, Sanders Chemical has been ripe for a takeover for a long time. Any major corporation could have done it.
And
Now, I'm sure with this new infusion of capital and leadership, Sanders Chemicals will turn a nice profit.
so what if your dear departed husband is turning in his grave?
Oh, boy. Charles was very pragmatic.
Obviously, you have no idea what you've done. I truly hope your daughter's operation is successful.